Happen on the right side again, and soon there you go, right after the 3 hits right there. Right. So guys, you're looking for a really nice truck in the 2025, 2026, and you want all the luxury in the world, all the power in the world, and you want to maximize the comfort, do not look elsewhere, because this is it, right? This is the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali. Comes with the 6.2 V8 engine. Of course, there are other powertrain options too, and it has a 20 inches wheels, and I'll tell you why I specifically mentioned that. Let's just start the review. Beautiful looking look at the front end. From 2022, at the end of 2022 and the 2026, we have the same look. You have the nice honeycomb grille. You can black out these nice GMC red logos if you like to. And part of your 360 camera, you do have a washer as well that looks really good. Behind that grille, you do have your aero shutters that open and close based on the temperature. You have the block heater socket right here, and you have the chromed up luxury recovery hooks as well. Now, some of the American friends, you guys will be like, why do we even need to worry with the block heater? Well, this is in Canada, so we really need them. You do have the LED lights at the front end. You have the 2 stacks right here. You can see everybody from a mile away if you really want to. And you have the fog lamps right here too. It does come with the front end sensors here, and you have the nice space right here to give your truck a nice aerodynamic look as well. So now some of you might be wondering, why I specifically talked about the 20 inches wheels, and let me just give you a longer answer to the short questions here. Now, all the Denalis come with a magnetic ride control at the front end and the back. Now, those shocks are so comfy, they change its viscosity based on every single bump the truck goes over. But if your truck has a 22 inches wheels or 24 inches wheels, they're gonna look really ghetto. There is no questions about it. But since you have the lesser of a sidewall, it's going to minimize the comfort. And you, my friend, if you want all the comfort in the world, make sure you get the 20 inches, because more sidewall is going to help you get the most comfort possible. And for more styling, you can also get the body match fender flares right here. You have the acoustic inside liners right here to give you the best sound deadening possible. You have the disc brakes right here, and obviously, as you can see right here, these are 275, 60, 20 inches tires. Now, you can also spec out the power running boards here too, in case if you like to. But, depending where you are in Canada, they usually get stuck if there is a lot of gunk build up during the snowy days here. You get the standard tint at the back window here. Of course, it takes a regular fuel, even though it's a 6.2 engine there. It's a 5.8 box, as you can see. And you have the magnetic ride control, as well as you have your extra suspension plates here too. Now, this exhaust sounds really, really good, especially with the new changes that GMC has brought up. You have the towing package at the back. This truck can actually tow up to 8,500 pounds, no problem. And if you choose a max towing package, which you can, only the gas engine as well as 6.2 gas or a 3.0 diesel engine, you can also go up to 12,000 pounds as well. You have the backup sensors, dual set of exhaust, all that kind of stuff, and you have extra options to put down to connect your auxiliary camera as well, in case you want to do trailering in style, right? And you have the multi-pro tailgate, as you can see right here. You can open up your tailgate right here, and you can open up your grab handle as well, and it really makes your life easy to get in and out of the vehicle. You have 120 volt port right there. You have the bed lights, as you can see, and you have the tie down rings. You have the 3 in this corner, 3 in each and every corner, and you have 3 in each of the side as well, which is really good. You do have the bed liner inside already. You have the bed lights. Now you do have the rear sliding window, and you have a bed camera and a rear camera mirror as well, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers in next 1 month. Please help me with that. And if you have any questions for me, please drop a comment below. All right, here's the heart of the vehicle right here. You have the 6.2 V8 engine that's going to give you 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque paired to 10-speed transmission. You do have other 2 powertrains. You have a small block V8, which is 5.3 V8, 355 horsepower, and 384 pound-feet of torque. And in case you're really concerned about the fuel economy, you can also get a 3-liter diesel that's going to give you 305 horsepower and the most amount of torque in the GM lineup with the half ton, which is 495 pound-feet of torque. Amazing fuel economy in that. This one, I'm not even going to get into it, but the average fuel economy according to Canada is about 12 to 13 liters per 100 kilometers. You can do the conversion based on the gallons per miles. But let's get into the interior so I can show it to you what kind of luxury you actually get in this vehicle. All right, this is the standard key that you get with the GMC. You have the remote starter, tailgate opener, and of course GMC badge right here. Pretty standard all across the GM product here, but this is what you get inside. You have the nice Denali badge right here, real wood right here with the aluminum plating. You have the lock and lock options. You have the memory seating, you have the power folding mirrors, all that kind of stuff. You have the power seats with the lumbar support and Denali badging right here. You have that beautiful leather seats with the perforation, as you can see. Very soft and comfortable seats. After all, it's a Denali truck, right? And these are heated and cooling as well. You have the automatic 4x4 right here. Light controls, a heads-up display, and let's get into it in a second right here. Hope you're able to see it properly here. You have the Denali badge right in the middle. You only get that. You can't really buy this portion unless you really strip it away from a different steering wheel. You have the paddle shifters here, heads-up display right there, which you can change multiple different settings, and you have the rear camera mirror. So in case there are a lot of people sitting at the back and you're not able to see it, the back of the vehicle, you can just turn this on. That's going to open up that camera that I was talking to you about. And you do have a 360 camera. For example, if you wash your windshield, that's going to wash the front of your vehicle. And in case you want to see what's happening in your bed, you can press this button, press this plus sign, and you can see everything that's happening in the bed right there. That looks really good. Your dash is all leather up with the nice stitchings, all that kind of stuff. You have the air vents right on top, and you have the real wood all across the vehicle right there. You can press this button to open up more space. You have a more space right here, right? And all your climate control buttons are right here too. You have the lane assist, park assist, auto shut off for your engine, and you have the tailgate button, traction control, and this is how you shift your 10-speed transmission. You press the button on the side, you pull it towards you, and if you'll pull it one more time, that's going to shift it to the lower gear where you can use your paddle shifters as well. And if you're trailering, you do have a trailer brake controller right here, wireless charging right here, 110 right here, and you have the USB-C port. And if you'll take the storage off, you can also stack file right in the middle, which is pretty cool. Now let me just show you the back of the vehicle here too. Of course, you have the jet black leather right here. You can also choose a walnut interior if you like. You have the space behind your seats right here, rear sliding window, which I already mentioned, and you can lift up these seats, and that's where you have your block heater cord as well. Now, the block heater cord, this is the thermostat that's actually connected to the front of the vehicle. If the temperature outside is -15 and warmer, it doesn't even turn on your liquids inside and keep them warm, which is the best portion about this one. You have the tools, you have the bottle jack on the other side, and you have the heated seats with the USB-C port too. Now, let me show it to you what kind of space it's packing. I'm 6'2", and my front seats are all the way back, right? Not like a civilized person who sat in a vehicle, but still, look at this. I still have decent amount of space. I can fit 2 more people here, and I can pull my portion here in case I don't really care about the person sitting in the middle. All right, let's just go for a quick drive in this GMC 2026 Sierra Denali 1500. One thing I'll have to tell you guys, I'm just gonna drop my windows here real quick. The vehicle currently is in the normal mode, but I'm just gonna put it in the sport mode so I can show it to you how it sounds like. As soon as you change the mode, it's gonna make your exhaust sounds really mean, which is awesome. And I'm telling you, once you turn the sport mode on, you're gonna be so addicted to the whole experience of this Denali 1500 because it just sounds really, really mean and it's really, really nice. I don't know if you're able to hear this or not, but it just sounds really mean, which is just really nice. I mean, if you're a truck buyer and you have a gas engine, or even if it's a diesel, you may want to hear some sound like that. That's gonna give you all the aggression and all the, the feeling of power when you're driving one of these guys here. One thing may annoy you, it depends who you are, is the auto shut off on this vehicle. Every time you stop on a red light or a traffic light there, it's gonna turn it off. There is no permanent fix to turn this off unless you actually chip your vehicle. That's gonna take away your warranty. So the best thing is make sure you press this button every time you get into the vehicle because it's going to keep on turning on back at you, right? But overall, let's just talk about the visibility in the vehicle here, right? You can see everything around it. You have the blind spot detection on your side mirrors, which is pretty cool. Now, if you have more people sitting at the back, which I mentioned that, you can turn this one on right here. That's going to show you everything behind the vehicle, so you know exactly what's happening. You can see a lot of traffic right at the back, and it's also auto dimming too. Now let's just talk about the quiet tune in the vehicle. Since you have the acoustic liners inside your wheel wells, that makes your truck really, really quiet. And now you're sitting inside, you're going about your day, right? You want to make sure you don't have any extra noise coming from outside. But understand, since you're driving a Denali, you won't, because you know why? You have these little acoustic mics all around the vehicle that works as noise canceling system, basically like your Apple earbuds or Samsung earbuds, right? That's going to cancel a lot of noise, make your vehicle feel really, really nice when you're driving down the road here. Now, let's get down to the comfort of the vehicle. Since you have the Denali suspension, which is magnetic ride, the 5th generation magnetic ride with the GM, you know, you're not going to feel many of these bumps. On this road, there are a lot of bumps, but you're not going to feel many of them going down your back because the viscosity changes within the shocks, and that's going to provide you the best comfort possible there. And you have independent suspension at the front, solid XL at the back, still going to give you the best ride possible here, right? And the seats are really, really soft. Not as soft as a Ford F-150, just so you know, but you know what? They're still soft enough. You can turn on your cooling seats on, right? Which is awesome there. Now, if you really want to kick the comfort in your truck one notch up, you can also choose a Denali Ultimate that actually comes with the massaging seat as well. That itself is a whole mystery, just so you know. Not really a mystery, but a whole new experience. You can check the video on my channel, which is going to show you a Denali Ultimate 1500 as well, right? That's the best portion there. Now let's just test some power in this Denali pickup so I can show it to you how the vehicle is going to handle on the road. We'll do some testing for you guys. All right, here we go. One thing I would like to mention, when you're driving one of these guys here, your speed is tapped out at 170 kilometers an hour. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the weight of the vehicle. It's about 5,500 pounds, or it's because of the tire rating, because all the GM vehicles are actually tapped out around 170. Even my GMC Hummer, you know, it's just the way it is. I never understood why, actually. But there is one vehicle which is not, which is the GMC Yukon Denali. And maybe it was just the one-off vehicle, but it's just really hard to say. This specific vehicle also comes with the adaptive cruise control, which I'll try to show it to you here. Here it is. It's going to basically control the speed of the vehicle in front of you. You see this green sign signal right here. That's also detecting your car in front of you. It can detect up to 188 meters, which is amazing. And if you're somebody like me who really wants to have a driving experience without even touching your steering wheel, you can also choose a Super Cruise option. Basically, it will have a camera right here watching your face at all times, and you can change lanes, basically just turning on your signal on the right or left. And that only works on the national highways in United States and Canada, and you have up to 1.9 million miles of coverage as we speak right now, and by the end of 2026 you'll have about 2.5 million miles, which is awesome. And to all the Ford people who are thinking about changing it to GMC, you will have more coverage with the Super Cruise than the Ford Blue Cruise, just so you know. And you don't really have to go through a lot of hassle with the Super Cruise because it just takes you to wherever you want it to go as long as it's on the national highway. And to all the Tesla people, if you're wondering if it's like an autopilot, it's not really. It's not an autopilot, but it can do some jobs of an autopilot while you're driving on the highway. And to answer your question in advance, yes, you cannot really sleep while driving that feature, just like adaptive cruise control. For example, if it touches the lane, it's going to pull you in, which it is trying. It's also vibrating my seat on the left there. But if it will happen 3 times without my assistance, it's also going to let me know to take control of the vehicle, just like this. We'll just test it out for you guys. It happened twice, and it's going to happen on the right side again. And soon, there you go, right after the 3 hits right there, right? But with that, we're going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate that. Before you guys go away, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification icon so you do not miss any of our videos that's going to come in the future. And if there's a car that you want me to review for you, I'll be happy to do that. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. And if you're looking for a really nice truck, this is the one, just so you know.